Okay, hi everyone. Welcome to the first Summer Connect series event and congratulations on your acceptance to UNLV. My name is Chanel West and I am the programming assistant for first year experience. And we're going to be talking about a lot of couple key points to help you set up for success as you start your first year at UNLV. And then Jessica, did you just want to say a quick hi
Yeah,
just to get started?
my name is Jessica Edmondson. I work with Gear Up students. So if you are familiar with Gear Up, I'll be talking about that a little bit later. And I also work with first year experience, just helping students to have a good experience as they start they transition from finishing high school to starting college. So a lot of studies have actually been done to show that if you have a good first year of college, you're more likely to stay and come back and be able to keep continuing your education. So that's what Chanel and I are here for today to kind of help kickstart you in a good direction and be feeling good about the direction that you're headed.
So, the agenda of everything we're going to talk about today. So, first, we're going to talk about what is FYE, and then we're going to talk about Gear Up, our Connection Award, five focus areas, FYE milestones, Common Read, Canvas, and then Stay Connected and Feedback. And if you're a little confused now, everything will make sense by the end of this.
And as Chanel goes on, I was just going to let you know that I'm here as well to answer questions through the chat. So if you have questions that come up, we may not hit everything immediately, but we'll do our best to answer questions as you go. If you have a question, you can also just raise your hand on the chat. There's a button for that. And then you can, again, also just put it in the chat and we'll have time at the end to answer questions.
So what is FYE? FYE stands for First Year Experience, and we are a resource for you to make your first year at UNLV go as smoothly as possible. First year experience supports new students by providing updates on student events and experiences, providing student resources that UNLV offers, and providing opportunity for academic and personal growth, and offering opportunities to engage with diverse perspectives. And I know when I was a first year student, which was only last year, or I guess maybe 2 years now because the school year's over, so I'm going to be a third year. But when I was a first year, this program was extremely helpful for me. And I also went to the Summer Connect series virtual meetings when I just graduated high school, and I got to hear everything that was coming up. And this was something that I really utilized, and it helped me feel really comfortable for my transition. So I definitely recommend that you guys utilize this resource that we have for you.
And Chanel, just while we're yeah, switching over, does anybody have maybe questions just as we're starting off? Has anybody heard of first year experience before? Any comments? You can just unmute your mic. I think just with the space bar if you're muted already. Any questions? Has anybody heard of first year experience? Few people. Theron, would you mind telling us just like what you've heard or what you know? Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah. The first year is basically just like your classes, like stuff that you need to know, like events or uh admission, like what's it called orientation. Again, like events, the basics basically. So
Sweet. Okay, awesome. Yeah, I love that. Thanks for sharing. Okay, Chanel, back to you.
Okay, so first year experience is like an umbrella where we work together with a lot of campus partners to set you up for success and connect you with various resources to support your needs. And some examples of this is like first year advising is a really big one. We partner up with the advising team. We have an event called Ready, Set, Register, where the first year experience teams collaborates with advising, and it's a personalized event for first year students to help you guys sign up for classes in your second semester. And then we also have peer mentoring, which is a really big resource. I used peer mentoring a lot my first year, and it was incredibly useful to have a buddy essentially that you can meet up with and schedule meetings with, and they can help you with anything that you need. I know I talked to mine about like scholarships that I was trying to find, or what courses should I take next semester. And so your peer mentor is an amazing, amazing resource that I really want to highlight. And I hope that you guys will utilize. But there is a lot of other campus partners that you can all see on this screen, like including admissions and new student orientation that I know a lot of you guys have went to. And then our connection events, which we'll talk a little bit more about, but these are all the partners that we work with.
Has anyone been to their new student orientation yet?
Yes.
Yes.
Was it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Amazing. Yeah, because I know that they spread them out kind of through the summer. So I think personally getting it done, there's like pros and cons, I guess, but I think getting it done sooner than later just helps you to be aware of, say, this event that's happening and other resources. But summertime is campus is still open, so advisors are available. And you can tell on the left side there's admissions, and then the third point is first year advising. So your first year advising is going to be a little more catered to this specific beginning for you at UNLV to help you get on the right track. If you possibly thought of a major, but then you're thinking of switching it, there's resources during the summer that are available on campus or just virtually where you can meet with, again, advising if you have another question. You guys have probably done your follow-up advising appointment as well. Does that sound right? Would a few of you be willing to share, like, how did your follow-up group advising session go? Do you feel like you learned something helpful to kind of connect to someone that's in your major? Owen or Amanda? Amanda, it looks like you were about to unmute maybe. Owen, do you want to share? You did your virtual one?
Well, you were asking like if you have yet. I haven't yet.
Okay.
Mine is already scheduled for June the 2nd.
Okay, so it's coming up. Omar,
Same.
did you already have yours? Yours is just scheduled.
Mine is just scheduled. I scheduled it recently.
Okay. Perfect. Awesome.
Okay. Okay, now I'm gonna throw it back to Jessica, who is our Gear Up graduate assistant, to help you learn about more what Gear Up is.
Okay, so again, my name is Jessica Edmondson. I am the Gear Up advisor at UNLV. This is going to apply to anyone that graduated from Durango High School, Bonanza High School, Clark High School, Pahrump Valley High School, or Mineral County. I'm not ever sure who is from what high schools. Is anybody here from one of those high schools? No one right now. Okay, so that's okay. You might have seen Gear Up previously. I'm just going to give a little spiel since you're here anyway, but essentially, like Chanel was saying too, I kind of work with first year students, help to just advise and assist students transitioning to college, providing support, someone that you can kind of talk to. So I focus almost like a peer mentor, but for Gear Up students. So if you ever hear Gear Up or see an event that's going on, you're welcome to come on over, and it will likely be partnered still with kind of first year experience going through what that entails. I am here to support all first year students, and I again work specifically with Gear Up students who are selected from specific high schools on this particular grant. But my email is at the bottom of this. If you do ever have questions or you're just not sure where to turn, that's also a resource for you. You can reach out to me. Thank you, Chanel. That was, again, a little bit about Gear Up.
Thank you for sharing. Okay, next we're going to talk about the First Year Experience Connection Award and what that is exactly. So, the Connection Award Success Menu helps organize student success experiences in one easy, accessible place so you can explore campus, build connections, and personalize your first year to match your goals. Engaging with the menu is a great way to learn more about UNLV and strengthen your first year experience. As you explore and participate in different experiences, you'll also earn entries for a chance to win the First Year Experience Connection Award. And I'm going to go over like the different 5 focus areas, and we encourage you to choose 1 to 2 experiences in each of the 5 areas that we'll go over now. So the 5 focus areas are connect, grow, explore, thrive, and believe. And we would love if you guys could, like I said, pick 2 to 3 events from each category, and I'll give you guys an example. So, connecting with your community, peers, staff, and faculty, a good way to get this done is by meeting with your academic advisor. And then you can explore new opportunities that will support your goals by during the semester stopping at Lead Library. We have Lead Library, when you guys get to see it, is amazing. It's 5 stories, and there's so many study areas. The librarians are incredibly helpful. There's tons of research in there. They have the special collections unit. There's a lot to check out in there, so you can explore a lot that would support your goals when you stop at the library. And then you can grow academically, personally, and professionally. And one example you can do this is by stopping at our career services department. And I utilized career services a lot in my first year, and especially I still do now. They really helped me like tailor my resume. They have the career and service internship slash job fair, which they do each semester, and I would really encourage all of you to go to that. I got to go to that. I go every single semester when they have it, and I've learned so much and have gotten amazing opportunities from that. So I would really encourage all of you to stop there. But services has a lot to offer. You can get headshots from there. They help you with interview tips. So there's definitely a lot that you can do with them. And then to thrive at UNLV and celebrate achievements, we have a first year experience event that's called First 100 Days, which is where we celebrate your guys' first 100 days as students. And then at the end of the year, we have Rebels Rising Up Day as you guys rise into your second year. When I was a freshman, I went to Rebels Rising Up Day, and it was such a special celebration that I got to be a part of. And I felt really accomplished after finishing my first year. And so that was a nice way to celebrate with the other classmates in my same year. And then believe in your dreams next step in your community. Overall, like finding experiences that support your academic and career goals is going to help make your first year as special as possible. Okay, first year experience milestones, which I kind of hit a little bit on some of these before. But a huge part of your first year experience will be engaging in milestone events. And these include First 100 Days, which I talked about before, and Rebels Rising Up Day. And then it also includes UNLV traditions such as Premiere UNLV and Premiere it's during the first week of school. It's every first Thursday during your first week, and it's such a fun event. The picture that's on the bottom is from Premiere, and it's like a huge celebration. There was tons of food there, really, really good food that you guys should go and have. And then there was also like a DJ on the stage playing music. It was a good chance for me to meet a ton of new people. There's also some like different clubs there that you can get to talk to while you're there. And it was a really good opening to the beginning of the year for me. And so I really encourage all of you to go to that and go to as many of the traditions that UNLV has, because there's a lot of stuff in store for you, and it's just so much fun. Like, this is the highlight. I make sure that I never miss premiere, so you guys should definitely go as well. Okay, transitioning into the common read. I'm okay. I'm just gonna explain to you guys what the common read is because you are probably a little bit confused here. But so most universities, including UNLV, offer a common read for new students as a way to connect to each other and the community. And the Common Read supports new student success by offering a tool to apply storytelling to your experience, offering a tool for reflection on your why in joining the UNLV community, providing a point of connection and shared experience for new students, and it provides a connection to the community for academic and personal growth, and offering opportunities to engage with diverse perspectives. Okay, the common read choice. This year's UNLV common read is the Anthropocene. Um, Sorry. Whoops, went to the wrong slide. My bad. Okay, hold on. Oh my gosh. Sorry, one sec. Let me go back. Sorry. The Anthropocene Reviewed Essays on a Human-Centered Planet by John Green. Okay, about the common read. The Anthropocene Reviewed Essays on a Human-Centered Planet is a collection of personal essays by John Green adapted from his podcast, where he reviews various aspects of the human-centered planet on a 5-star scale, from the QWERTY keyboard to the penguins of Madagascar, exploring the human condition and our impact on the world. Published in 2021, the book blends memoir, criticism, and humor, offering a unique look at our current geological age, the Anthropocene, through a series of interconnected reviews, a great collection of essays woven together to form a story on how John Green sees the world and human nature. Incredible opportunity to look at your own journey and transition into the UNLV community, and how each piece will matter and intersect in building your journey and first year experience. Okay, how you can get the common read. Every new student will receive a free copy of the common read at Rebel Ready Week, which is in August. And then additional copies will be available to borrow at the front desk at Lead Library on campus. And additional information about the Common Read is available through the Common Read website. And then you can find it on the First Experience Web Campus 2026 through 2027 hub, and then the Lib guide hosted by the Lead Library Services team. Okay, the UNLV Common Read, what's next? You can stay connected to Common Read experiences as we head into Rebel Ready Week and the fall semester. Join discussion board conversations in the first year experience web campus shells. Rebel Ready Week, get your copy of the book, and you can use the Common Read book in your first year seminar course this fall. Attend book discussions and other Common Read events with the first year experience team this fall. Join story shares on the first year experience themed community floor in the residence hall. Okay, Canvas. First year experience has a Canvas course. Think of this as your resource hub, which contains resources such as guides, information, and discussions to talk to us and other students. And then since we have time, I'm going to show you guys the Canvas course because I have it pulled up. So I'm going to switch what I'm sharing. Okay, can you guys see this?
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, so this is the Canvas course. This is what it looks like right now. And then it has your next steps in here. And then you can also find and watch this video, which would be really informational for you. And then if you go to the modules, it has welcome to academic advising. So you can find out about your specific college's advising. And then this is information on the Common Read is all in here. And then this is specific to business majors. It has their advising new student orientation, education. So it has it for each college. So this should, when you guys go through this Canvas course, it should definitely make a lot more sense in here. But if you guys have any questions, um, then you can let me know. But I wanted you guys to see the Canvas course so that you actually know what's going on. But it includes like your math and English placements, your first semester class schedule, understanding your degree worksheet and program requirements, your summer roadmap to success, so what you can be doing over the summer. And then it has connecting with your academic advisor, and then it has different majors and minors in your college. And then this is a discussion board where you can meet your peers in each college, and it has them for all of them. And then it has the welcome pages. So I would recommend taking a look into this course so that you can get all the information that you need. And then I would also recommend going into the discussion boards and commenting, and hopefully you guys can be able to meet some new people from there. So I would recommend chatting in those. And then here on the announcements page is where you're going to find all upcoming announcements. So every Friday, there's something called a Friday preview, where it has information on like upcoming events or resources that you guys can utilize. And it has listed like Summer Connect series is in here, like this one was for today. So make sure you guys are keeping an eye on this, because throughout the summer it's gonna talk about like all the other Summer Connect series, different events that you can go to. Like one of the events is on August 3rd, and it's an ice cream social and an enrollment lab. So ice cream social and also enrolling for your classes as well. So I would definitely recommend going to that event. But this is where it will have a lot of information to keep you guys up to date. But yeah, that's everything on Canvas. And I'm
I was
gonna,
just gonna add,
yeah.
Chanel, if you'll like scroll down, so you guys probably saw there was different like colleges on the modules. So everyone should have like the Common Read and Welcome to Advising, but then you'll scroll down to find your specific college. You don't need to do the new student orientation for education if you're not in education. I'm not exactly sure if it shows up just your own or if it has all of them as well. So you'll just need to do yours for your college. So
Great point.
keep an eye out on that. You don't need to do the first year advising for every college, but
Yeah.
again, just like paying attention to what it looks like as you start to navigate and get familiar with using Canvas and going through your orientation stuff.
Yes. Thank you for hitting on that. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna switch back.
While Chanel's kind of switching the screen, does anybody have questions right now? Can kind of pause for a minute. Can give us a thumbs up again if you're doing good. I always like using the little features on our virtual meetings. Okay, perfect. Looks like we're doing good. So thanks for sticking with us. We have a little bit more.
Okay, so how you can stay connected to first year experience and the common read. So first year experience is here to support you with any of your needs during your first year at UNLV. So you can follow at FYE UNLV on Instagram for updates on summer and fall activities. I would really, really encourage that you follow the account. I would say that's probably one of the most active places, so that you can get, and then also you can DM them if you have any questions, either DM that Instagram account, but that's account is very active. So if you need like any answers quickly, then I would recommend that. And then you can find the Common Read module in Canvas, like I just showed you guys. And then if you need to email with any questions, you can email fye@unlv.edu. And then you can find us in the Academic Success Center at on campus. Okay. Our next virtual Summer Connect series event is called UNLV Tech 101. Where in that one we're going to be going over all things related to tech. So like your Okta Verify, which you guys don't know what that is yet, but you'll find out about that, and then like your Rebel Mail, all of that we'll go over in UNLV Tech 101. And that one is Monday, June 1st from 4 to 5 p.m. And then if you guys scan this QR code, it goes to our link tree, which is where you can find information on all of the rest of the Summer Connect series, and specifically information on the next one. So there's a lot of information on there. And then you can also find the information in the Canvas shell as well. And then lastly, I want to thank you all for coming. If you guys have any questions, this is the perfect time for any questions that you might have. And then you can scan the QR code and fill out this feedback form so we know how to improve for next time. And I wanted to let all of you guys know that Rebel Ready Week is August 17th through the 21st, and the first day of school is Monday, August 24th. And if you have any questions related to Gear Up, then you can type those in the chat or unmute and Jessica can answer. Or if you have any other questions, then I can answer. But thank you all so much for coming. I really appreciate it. And if you guys don't have any questions, then I hope